Welcome everybody to our today's session. My name is Benson and I will be your trainer as we are going to learn how to build your brand and sell online. With me, I'm joined by my able moderator, Winnie Anastasia. Feel free to engage us on the chat box and also don't forget to click the like button and the subscribe button as we progress. So today's topic is build your brand online. And we can start by informing us where you are joining us from. You can tell us where you're joining us from and your name, and maybe you share what kind of business or brand do you present or do you work with. So I will be waiting to see who is the first, who is our champion here to join us today. So the topic that we are going to cover is build your brand and sell online. So when you hear about brand, what comes in your mind? Like what are the examples of brand do you see or do you know as you are growing up or even in your current career time? For example, I can give myself an example. Like when you hear about Coca-Cola, Safaricom, and maybe you can say also such brands that are such as Bluebird. You know, for example, we have grown knowing that any type of margarine is Bluebird. And sometimes you wonder if you can hear someone being sent, go buy Bluebird or Prestige or something like that. So we can share here. Well, thank you. Our champion today is Malege from Nairobi. Karibu sana, Ruhen. And I hope today you learn a lot from our session. You can also tell us and share about us. What is your energy level this time? From a count of 1 to 5, you can share with us the energy level. Mine is approaching 6 now, and yeah, I'm happy and enthusiastic to learn together with you. So keep engaging us and comment, give your comments, question here at the chat box, and my moderator and I will work on them as we progress. So as we kickstart our training, what is the brand online? So we have been looking for examples of brand. And do you know, like even yourself, as a maybe you can say you are as a consultant, you are a blog or something, you can be your own brand and you can build your brand and sell online. So as we are going to see at how one can build a brand and sell online, how you can utilize the online platforms to grow your business, we will discuss the importance of having the online presence as well as the steps we can take to establish your brand online. So as we establish them, then we're going to see how we can develop an e-commerce offering or an e-commerce platform, which will also help us in our selling point and also interacting with our customers. We also learn how to utilize social media to drive sales and engage your customers. So let's now discuss like what kind of how do you market your brand or in your business, the one you're operating with. Can you kindly share with us how you market your brand, how you market yourself, how you deal with your customer, interact with your customer, maybe using the word of mouth, using social media such as Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, or you have a website or use the Google My Business. So feel free to share with us and we will look at what your contribution is. We can see that we are being joined by Johnson KV from Kirinyaga. Oh, thank you, KV. How is Kirinyaga? What is the weather there? Please kindly share with us. We have Igabire Marie watching from Rwanda. Oh, thank you. Welcome, Marie, and I hope you learn a lot from this session as we interact. One thing I like about my sessions is I like it when we are interactive. I do not just a lecture or something that I will just come here, lecture, read, and say this and this and this. I like when we interact, we give opinions. So our question is, how do you reach your customer? How do you interact with your customers? Do you use online or traditional methods such as word of mouth? Do you have a physical location where you just wait for your customers to come? So let's keep engaging and the session will be interesting as we progress and we learn. So how do you market your business? We can establish As we discussed that, let's see how we establish our brand online. So there are a few steps of how you establish your brand online. And for example, you can use a set of social media platform, a social media page. You can set a website. You can set an e-commerce platform. You can also use word of mouth and referrals. So as we seek to discuss that, how do we benefit from putting your business online? When you go online, what are some of the benefits you go through? As I check on the contributions, I hope we are keeping. Oh, Samson Nyongesa from Narok. Welcome, Nyongesa. How is Narok? How is weather there? Feel free to engage us. You can engage us with anything, discussions, contribution, comments. Feel free. Keep my moderator as busy as possible, and it will be better if we interactive and have an interactive and interesting session. And also, don't forget to go with us up to the end, where at the tail end of the session, we'll be sharing some links and some ways to access to materials and other resources that will help us learn more from this. Because if you can see, these are just a 45 to 1 hour session, and mostly we cover things just shallowly. If you want to go deep and learn more, there are some links that we will share with you at the tail end. So it will be better if we hang on to the training. So we are saying the online business, the benefits as I are sharing, we can see that internet business statistics shows that about 1.7 billion people bought goods and services online last year, that is in 2020. This is an up, as in it is higher than the previous year, which had just 1.66 billion people. So we can see that as we are progressing, as we are becoming digital world, people are growing to learn how to use the online, how to market online. And we also have a statistic, a very interesting statistic, that 97% of people learn more about a business online or anywhere. This is where you find that even as we interact with our day-to-day life, even as we interact with our day-to-day life and we do our daily business, you find that in everything we do, we interact with internet. You find that even in your day-to-day work, you just sit down when you are relaxing, you pick your phone, you pick your laptop, you do something, you just go online, Facebook, you Google some things. So this is how we tap these opportunities, that you get that when you are in that social media or in that internet world, you are learning more. You are learning more about the product. You are learning more about the thing you want. You are researching about a certain good you want to buy or you want to sell online. So you find that the numbers will be increasing at that time. Maybe it will become a moment when 100% of the people will be using the internet to research about their products. And this is a reason why you should place yourself online to get that, to tap that number. It is also estimated that by the year 2040, 95% of purchases will be through e-commerce platform. So as we progress with the discussion today, we'll come to understand what is an e-commerce platform and how we can benefit from an e-commerce platform. Why is it necessary as a business person, as a brand, to have an e-commerce platform? So how do you use the business? How do businesses use internet to grow their brand? One way is through buying and selling products to their products. So you find somehow like when you are online, you can see when you go, you scroll through the Facebook pages, all the pages, the online sessions you are going through, you find that there are adverts. People are selling their products. They are advertising their product. They are engaging people with what they can offer to the other people and what they give and what they can also do to you, like on a service or goods. You also you see businesses creating e-commerce websites to sell anything. And they can sell anything from a service, from a phone, electronics, even some also offer some consultancy through the e-commerce. Online selling eliminates the need for the business to maintain a brick and mortar store, where you just have to open the door in the morning, you sit on the desk, behind the desk, wait for the customers. You don't know even where the customers come from, but you just have to wait for them and see whether they will come and buy from your shop. So these are some of the benefits that we get from buying and selling online and when we get online. You also find that a business can also use the internet to buy items and services online. For example, when you are setting up an office or when you are setting up a shop, you have to seek for maybe a carpenter or a foodie to come make the settle the place. You have to buy some furniture, buy some goods, some even buy some supplies that you'll be selling. All these you have and you can get them when you go online. So you find that you'll also be able to buy and purchase some of the items that will help you grow as you progress. As I can see on the chat box, I can say Lucy Maina from Nairobi. Oh, welcome, Lucy. Asante sana. You can see that we are all enthusiastic and we are having a good session. Please keep in tab and engage us, ask questions, comments, give us examples, give us our contribution, and we will all be happy to learn from each other. So you see that another way a business can use internet is also reaching to the customers. You find that when you are doing the physical marketing or when you have to wait for people to come to your shop and maybe other people to refer to your shop, you don't know about the customers you can get. You can't even get in control of the number of the customer you have in that day. But when you use the online, business owners can use internet to monitor customers' purchasing trends and interests. They can discover what the customer likes, what they want, are these products, how do they like their products to be, what is trending in the market, and what can I keep to keep my customers onto. You can also be able to get feedback from the customers. You find that when someone interact with the customer through maybe online social media or also website, they can leave their feedback, they can ask questions, they can complain and you handle their complaints, and all that will make you that you will maintain the customers you have and also reach other customers who didn't know about your product. A business owner can also use internet to connect and communicate with the customer through these same websites. You can communicate to your customers, you can communicate to even potential customers, the customers you don't know. You don't have limitation, you don't have geographical limitation, you don't have to wait just someone nearby. You can interact when you are in Kenya, you can interact with someone from Rwanda, for example. We have someone joining us from Rwanda. So if I was selling a product, you can find that I would have able to interact with that person and would have opened a new market out just away from my country, Kenya. So you find that this is a good way to use the internet. Another way is through advertising, where businesses use internet to find new customers through online advertising. You can see that there are text, banners, videos, and on websites and search engines where you just have to when you, for example, you are on a YouTube or you are listening something to YouTube, you are scrolling through Facebook or you are even searching for something, you can see a banner or a video pop up explaining about a certain product. So this is a way that you can utilize the internet to advertise your goods. Pay-per-click advertisement. This is the example I was giving that are distributed on internet search engines and websites, allowing business owners to reach potential customers and use search terms related to their business. So you find that when you are going to search, for example, a good shoe, where can I get maybe you say like a Nike Air Force shoe, you find that you see some suggestion from the browser, the search engine like Google. You see some suggestion of shops, of some people offering best offers and all that. This is the way you reach the customer. Like this customer is willing to buy, so they are searching it. So if you place your business there, you'll be able to tap these customers and you get a benefit from them. You can also research on competitors. This is where you find that when a competing customers, you can just look at the articles, what they are doing, and you research on them and see what is helping their business, what is unique can you do to earn a competitive advantage from the competitors. So you can also, when you're considering that, you can also set your advertisement and your targets using the goals that you can set a goal and say that I want to achieve this and this, and I want to have this and this as we progress. I want to have this and this. My target is selling this number of shoes and all that. And you can aim through online. You can aim to achieve those goals, not only just waiting for fate as the traditional way was. So how can you build your presence online? In digital age, it is absolutely essential, as we have seen, for a business to have an online presence. So whether you are going to use a website, an e-commerce platform, a social media page, or the combination of the three strategies, you have to get your business online so that you can benefit from the digital world. Even if you don't have to conduct your online or you to conduct selling and buying, purchasing online, you can use also online sites to promote your business, to make it known to others, to let people know that there exists a such and this business and they can do this and this to gain that from them. If you don't see there, so if people don't see you online, where do you expect to see you from? Just the locality where you are. So it's good if we tap the online business or the digital marketing platforms so that we can be able to put our business a step ahead. So as we're going to do that, as we're going to learn more and more, I can take a moment and check on the chat box who have joined us lately, who have contributed, and I can see Winner Stasia. Let us also use, yeah. Thank you. You can keep my moderator engaged. Let us interact and let us learn more from each other. So as we are taking note here, so let's see how we can build a presence online. So there are different types of platforms that we can use. You can create a website. You can use a social media platform, an online directory on an e-commerce. As we progress, we are going to check each and every platform and how we benefit from them. So for a quick introduction, a website, you can say a website is where you place all you place all your business and you explain what you do to people. And it's a site where people can see you, visit you, and interact with you. We have social media platform where this is an interactive platform where you can engage customers, even who you don't know, potential customers, the existing customers, and where you market your business at different demographics could find you. You don't have to just to be limited to a certain location, a certain place, or certain group. You can interact with any group you want. Then we have an e-commerce platform. This is a site where you can sell your products or services through online. You don't have to, the customer or the customer you are engaging with doesn't have to come to your shop physically to purchase from you. They can interact with you, they can purchase from you through online platforms. So as we are going through all this, let's check the avenues that we can utilize, how you can utilize these avenues, and we are going to start with an e-commerce platform. So if you think that if you are not yet convinced that it's good to place to be online, to be found online by your customers and to place your brand online, look at some facts that will make you also see it's better to be online. They still can see that there's 400 million internet users in Africa. Africa alone. And this is second to China. So you can find that there's a huge potential in Africa that you can tap from it. And most likely you find that most in Africa, people are getting like the outside world, like the European world and also the Chinese market, they're utilizing this fact to market their goods online. So you find that you just being there and the other people are using the platform that you could be using, the potential that you could be utilizing to grow your business. So Africa makes up to 10% of global retail sales with an estimated value of 75 billion, which will be by year 2025. So you can find that there is a huge potential of the market if you utilize the online market. Another need to get online is that Africa generates a whopping $16.5 billion from e-commerce alone in 2017. You can imagine how many years are, like we are approaching, this is the fourth year from 2017. So you can see that the numbers will be high. It's high, of course, that is expected to be higher, especially when we have been interacting with this COVID-19 pandemic, where people have limited traveling and have limited contact with other people, where we are also saying that we should maintain social distancing. You don't have to go move to the public without necessarily needing to move in. So you can find that with this, the numbers are higher. You can see that you can also be a part of these businesses that are tapping these billions of money to grow your business. So if you have seen that a lot have changed, and so is the market is changing. So with that in mind, we can see how can you create an e-commerce platform, or what are the examples of an e-commerce platform. So when we are talking about e-commerce platform, we are talking about a site where you can conduct a net-to-end sales. So for example, we can take, like, for example, you can see whether when you are doing a net-to-end, you're saying that this is where you can place you advise your product, and person can buy, or a customer can buy from you on that site and not necessarily have to visit you to your location. This way, you can be able to interact with customers even without having to see them. So e-commerce platform helps bridge the business to business or business to customer exchange, where you can find that mostly there is the demographic factors, there's the climatic factors, there's also other factors like the access to transport and access. So all those you can minimize all that, the challenges to make out to transact a business using an e-commerce platform. So these are way examples of an e-commerce platform can be a very known Amazon platform. The Amazon platform, these are a platform where it allows individuals and business to sell and display their products for sale online. We have an Koga, which is one of the Nigeria's leading e-commerce platform. We have Jumia. Jumia is a leading e-commerce platform, and these are in Kenya. You find like most of the time, if you can ask, maybe if we ask 10 people who have interacted with Jumia, you can find that many people will say that I bought my phone on Jumia, I bought this and this on Jumia, I requested this on Jumia. So you can find that you have once in a while interacted with an e-commerce platform, and this allows you to buy products like cell phones, shoes, and groceries, and everything. If you can go to a site of Jumia, for example, I can demonstrate to you how Jumia, okay, what is that e-commerce platform with the example of Jumia. Let me check whether I can. Yes. So let me try to interact with you, like how the e-commerce platform works. So let me. So let's check like so if you search something like Jumia Kenya, for example, you find that if you click on the site, so this is how the site looks like on Jumia. This is how the site looks like on Jumia. So you can find that they can advertise their product there. And if you want to just purchase something, for example, let's say you want to purchase a phone, you can come to the categories of the phone, maybe for example the smartphones, and here you can now see a lot of choices of the phones. You can look the phone you want to do, maybe details that you want, like for example the rating, the aspects of the phone. And if you, for example, you say that you want a phone which is have a rating of above 4 star, you'll be given an official suggestion of the phones. And maybe you can also want, maybe say it's an Android phone, you want an Android phone. So you can search the item you want. You can see there is even some others with other offers. So if you like to buy, for example, you want to buy a phone like this, you can say this Techno. So you can just add to cart. And when you add to cart, you can proceed to the cart here after you sign in. You can proceed to the cart, and you can proceed to check out that you pay, because they have integration, you pay through M-Pesa or that. And now after you pay, you purchase that item. It's the Jumia now you interact. You can also choose whether you want to go pick your phone or you want to the phone to be delivered to you. So this is how the e-commerce platforms have simplified our lives. As I check, let me see who are joining us. So thank you, John Mutuku. Welcome, Sana, joining us from Machakos. Thank you, Frank Sarira, watching us from Tanzania. Karibu sana, kaka. Yes, we are very happy to be joined from people from wide and large, and it's very encouraging for us. So as we continue with our session, so let's continue to where we were from. Yes. So keep joining, keep also inviting other friends and other business partners. You can invite them as we learn together. You keep engaging us on the chat box, and as we continue to learn, we continue to know each other. So after this, we have also other marketplaces like the Kilimall, just to mention a few, B2B, Gigi. So Gigi is is a classified marketplace in Africa which provides buyers and sellers an avenue to sell and exchange goods and services. You see that for those who are familiar with Gigi Kenya, there's this Gigi which was previously known as the ULX, where you can search for an item, buy it, or you can also post your item and sell online through Gigi. So these are just an example, the benefits of how you can use the e-commerce platform. So another section, we have looked at the e-commerce. What else can you do? What other ways can you use internet or online marketing to market or to promote your brand? There's also the second option of online business directories. So an online business directory is a website or a printed system which gives information or list businesses within a niche-based category. So the businesses can be categorized by location, activity, or size. A business may be compiled either manual or through an automated online search software. There are examples. Okay, there are examples of the online business directories in Kenya and also Africa's large. One is the Yellow Pages of Africa, and there is also Africa Business Pages. So you can list your business there, and you can also make your business known online. We have also another. So how do you get listed on an online business directory? My moderator will share with you a link of these Africa Business Pages and the Yellow Pages as we progress, and you can see how you can list. We have a very simple, as the process is very easy and not complicated to list your business online. The first you have to do is you have to register your business details. When you enter into that platform. For example, we say like Africa Business Pages. You enter that you have to sign in or register your business. That's why you give you details about your business, what you do, about yourself as the business owner. You also have to give details about the country and region your business is based on. You have to give your contact details, where can they find you, your location, as well as you can also give people details how the personal details. This way, you make the business better, known where you are from. It can also be categorized by location. So if you go to a location, for example, a business, a shoe, or we can, for example, say a cottage industry where you are manufacturing something like purified honey. Someone can go like see a purified honey, you see a set of businesses that deal with honey, and your business can appear there, and you can be found through that. Then you can also use social media platform. You can get your business on social media. With a right market plan, you can use social media platform to create a successful campaign and increase sales. This is done through building a brand, then making it recognized and giving customer service to the customers or to the potential existing customers. So it is very easy to sign up to a social media platform, and you can create an account from scratch very easy. You find that you just have to sign in, you add pictures, create a username, how do you want your business to be known, what is the name you want to give to your business, and also you can add a business detail. What do you do? What do you offer? What the service or goods do you offer? What are your price ranges? What is the unique thing about your business? So you find that the easiness is most social media websites, they provide a landing page that guides you how to set up an account. You can, for example, I can also demonstrate, for example, how you do that. Let me present another way you can create from scratch a website. Keep Remember to keep. Oh, I can see my moderator have posted the yellow pages of the sites so you can use to post your online directory, your business on online directory. So anybody commenting, people, let's keep sharing, keep engaging us on the as I show you, demonstrate to you how you can use you can post, you can create a website page. So as I'm going to share my screen again, so let me share how. So you can just come here and, for example, use our Facebook login, Facebook. So you can see that on so when you go to Facebook business, okay, for example, you go to, sorry, not the business. So you can find that there's a way, a detailed way you can create your business. For example, the easiest way is using the Facebook. When you go to your Facebook site, and then you can create a page. You can create here. You can create a page. For example, you have different pages. So as we are waiting for the network, you can create a page here. So for example, you can create a new page. So we find that when you create a new page, you are given on a way you can put your details, where you can post your cover photo, you can place you are here. For example, let's do this. You have a page name. So what is, you can put your, maybe you say, for example, I want to, my business deals with selling fashion designs. So I can call it Ben's Fashion. So when you find it, you can see these are, you can also detail the category. Maybe this is fashion industry or fashion designers. So you find that it is easy to create. You can give a description. You give ready fashion designs for both men and male and female, both for, or you can say for all gender, for both genders. So that can be a description. Then you can add a photo, where you can browse a photo from your desktop or phone and you create a page. Then when you click create a page, you find that you have created now a page and that you can develop it, as you can start posting it. You can customize your page as much as you want. So these are a very easy way, and it's very easy to create a page and sell online. So let's keep on interacting. Let me check whether we are also having comments from people. So people keep commenting. If you have a question, feel free to ask us where any question, and we'll answer as we progress. So as we continue to see how these Facebook and all that, so we have several social media platforms. We have the YouTube. You can utilize YouTube. You can utilize LinkedIn. You can utilize Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok. Just to mention but a few, there are a very quite range of social media platforms that are also continuing to grow as we continue. We have seen they have emerged the TikTok, where you use videos to promote, short videos to promote your business. We have also, you can utilize such thing as Pinterest, and to just mention but a few. So up to that point, As we progress to the second sector where we look at how we can develop an e-commerce offering, kindly feel free to ask any question, and my moderator and I will work on those questions. So any questions so far, kindly post it on the chat box, and also you don't not necessarily have to ask a question. You can post a comment, a contribution, an addition, and we will very gladly recognize that and read it here. So as we await for questions to be asked, let's look at the second section, that is developing an e-commerce offering. So we look at an e-commerce as a platform where you can sell and buy on goods online. So how do you, the steps do you take to develop an e-commerce platform? The first one is to pick a domain. So a domain is a name of a website. So you have to have a name. The domain is the name of website what customer will use to find you. For example, I use in the social media the Ben's Designs. So maybe I can say that Ben's Design is that my name. I want my customers to find me. So I can pick a domain. When you buy a domain, you purchase the name for your site so that no one else can use it. So you can find that there are no two people who use the same domain. So you find that the name is unique for each business, and there is no way that you can develop the same domain for two people. That's why you find that when you are searching for your domain, there are sometimes you find that your name is not available because maybe it have been used and you have to come up with another name. So there are many sites. There are many sites that you can register a domain on Africa. One is Africa domain, Google domain, or just a few many other platforms. A domain name can be a combination of letters. It can be a combination of letters, and it can also be used, sorry, it can be also names, letters, and also characters to just to identify you. The domain name must be registered. It must be registered. Sorry. The domain name must be registered. Sorry, I have to check. There's something I can see some people are complaining that if they can't see the full screen. Let me try to put it well here. Sorry, let me put the full screen. Yes, that. Yeah, so I think now it's okay. You can chat me on the comment box and tell me whether you can see very well. Is it clear? And thank you for alerting me. So we can say that a domain is a unique name that you use, and it is can be a combination of characters and letters and anything just to give you a name. So when you go to browse and some search, for example, www.your domain frame, maybe for example .bensdesigns.com, what will be brought into you is my website. That's when you know my website. So the work of domain is you find that many computers, the computer language uses a lot something we call IP address, which is a series of numbers. And we find that if you want to use this series of numbers, it can be tedious and difficult for a normal person to read those numbers. That's why we had to come up with a domain. And you can search a domain name from different sites. For example, you can secure a name on GoDaddy, Domain King, and Bluehost. These are some of the just an examples of sites where you can register your domain and secure it and buy it so that you can be uniquely known. Then, after you secure your domain, you have to build your site. The domain is not just enough. You now have to use the domain to build your site. So you have to build a website. Building a website in earlier days used to be holdings and all that. But in the recent days, you find that we have some sites like the website builders where you can build your site from scratch without many technical hiccups and without requiring any technical know-how. You can also build your site and customize it on your own. The first way is using for example, you have Wix and Google Sites. These are the platforms where you can build your site and promote your business. For example, the Wix. So you find that when the Wix, for example, the Wix, you can get that you can utilize. They have even customized templates. The templates are a bigger part of what makes the website builder easier to use. This is because that when you are starting to create from scratch, what you have in mind or what the business you want to have in mind, you have to go a tedious way, a long way to build your site. But you find that with the templates, you can look at the templates which looks maybe similar to what you want to be always closer to you and filling into the sorry, let me check here. Sorry for this, let me check. Yeah, as we are saying that with the use of the speaker, with the use of these platforms, you can be able to get your site and you customize your site as you go. So after you build your site, you test the customs. What do you else do now? Then you have to come to the third step, and that is uploading your contents. So you find that the contents includes the text, images, videos, blogs, and anything that can explain what you do or give more insight to your business. These sites, these text, these images, they are not only capturing the customer, not only entertaining the customers or the visitors, but they help them understand what your business is all about. Your product, the services you offer, the prices, how you rate your product, the offers you give, and all that. You can, for example, see the way for example, you have the Juma Art Tours and the Inbuilt Designs. You can see how they utilize the templates and the contents they post, the pictures that look at, they can only, by look, for example, at the Juma Arts, by seeing the pictures, you can know what they are doing with this. These are tours company, what they do it, and their processes. So when you upload your content, be in mind that this is the content that you are communicate to your customers. This is what you are telling them you do, and this is what you are telling them you can offer. This is the way you are telling them. If you have a problem, this is how we are going to solve you. This can be through visuals, videos, and text. And we always advise that in your content, don't only put text because at time the text looks so monotonous and it is boring. And most you find that many visitors will not spend time on your website. But when you start captivating videos, captivating pictures, and the text and all that, you find that you keep them liking, wanting to scroll more, to see more, and by that you're beginning more from the basics. So then you have what are the best practices of creating your content? How do you create your content? Remember that you have to be conscious. First thing you have to put in your mind, you prioritize your audience. You find that it's tempting to Sorry for the network hitch up. So we can see that how do you make sure that your website is mobile friendly? So you can make your website mobile friendly where that you find that many people, millions of people use. You find that you make sure that website is mobile friendly. You find that many people use mobile phone rather than computers. You find that mobile is something that anybody can access internet from wherever they are, whether you're in on a way on en route somewhere, traveling somewhere, in an office, whether in at home. You don't have people mostly don't use computers and all that. So when you make your phone, your website mobile friendly, people can access you through that mobile phone. But by making your phone mobile friendly, it means that you they so you find that statistics show that people use website mostly. Why the reason why you can make your website mobile friendly is that 2.5 billion people. Two, so just tell me whether you can see me, whether you can hear me correctly. Chat here, you can see that I have been lost somehow, but let me. Yeah. Now I can see that people are following me and they can see me properly. Thank you for your comment and thank you for your chat. So the reason to make your website mobile friendly is you can find that over 2.5 billion people shop online through the world. And we find that 21 million online shoppers across Nigeria, South Africa, and Kenya, as we speak, use mobile phone to purchase and do that. We have the applications, websites, and all that. So when your site is mobile friendly, this makes it easier for you to interact and reach people more than you could have just reached when they were looking just customizing using the computers. So there is a way you can check whether your website is mobile friendly and just going by to Google test my site. That is g.co/test my site. My moderator will share with you the site where they can share with you the sites how they can test, and you find that maybe as I demonstrate here. So as we continue to interact, let me see whether people can reach me. Please kindly tell me whether you can hear me well, and you can also see my presentation well. I can see, yeah, you can hear you loud and clear. Thank you for that. So as we become mobile friendly, you see that you find that people can you just go to testmysite.com, google.g.co.testmysite, and there you can test your mobile whether you are mobile friendly. And if your site is mobile friendly only when you reach 0.8, the speed of 0.8. So anything below that will be better, that is poor, and you can customize it or improve it to make it mobile friendly. So as we are going to pause for questions. Kindly post the questions, any feedback, question, comment, and contribution. Please feel free to post it on the chat box, and we will be able to answer them as we progress. And we can also, even you can also request for more demonstration where we will do that at the tail end of the training, and we can demonstrate for you. Maybe, for example, how you can use the test my site to see whether your website is mobile friendly and what you can do to make it more better. So, any question? Let me check whether there are questions here. So far, so no question. Kindly feel free to post your questions and tell us where you are joining us from. If you are new, you are a visitor, or you just joined us now, feel free to share with us where you are joining us from. So now let's go to the third platform, that is the social media. So how can you utilize your social media to drive your sales? So you find that social media is one of the widest and the largest used on a platform and you interact with the social media, you find that you gain more than just selling and buying. So you can share with us what social media do you use mostly, and which one are you familiar with? Where do you find most adverts, or where do you advertise your business on? Is it in social media? Is it Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter? Feel free to share with us, and we will check some of them as we progress with the training. You can share with us the sites that you use or that you are familiar with, and just elaborate how best you can manage this and get the best out of it. So, what are the benefits of using social media to market your products? One of the benefits is that you can reach a new audience. You can reach a new audience and create new opportunities. This is through the creating more sales. You find that social media is not limited to a physical location, as we had said earlier. With social media, for example, Facebook page, Twitter, or that, you can reach people far and wide. You can also target some audience. You can say that I want to target this kind of people by the content you write, and also by the using the promotion and the advert management. You can manage an advert that you target a certain category of people, maybe by age, by gender, by locality, and all that. So you have the control of the audience you want to get and the customer you want to attain from to gain the maximum. You also can also add value to your brand. This is through using customer awareness and services levels, the customer service you are offering, the response to the queries, the feedback, how you interact with them. You can raise the value of your brand. You have ability to have a two-way conversation where a customer can ask you directly and you answer them any query, feedback. They can give suggestion of what you can improve and you gain from that. For example, you can find that on my trade, Ben's trade or Ben's design school, and I post something on Facebook and I show them on my page that this is what I do. A certain customer can tell us that if you could have put place, maybe for example, this kind of jumpers, not only shoes, and you can also put the jumpers, the blazers, and all that. We can buy that from you because you have seen your service. This way, you have been given a chance, an idea that now, oh, so I can also utilize this to market another product, which is more trading in market. You can also improve your marketing. This is where you target the type of customers you want. You can use target marketing where you can say, for example, this one advert I'm targeting people from age of 18 to 25, people of age of between 45 to 50, according to what you are saying them. You can give them a target. You can target what you want them to be according to your products. So this will make sure that you target specific customers. You can find that if you, for example, you are using a sponsored ad, these ads are going directly to the customers that will buy from you, not just a random person. Anybody who may be interested or that can be interested with your products. You can also build a relationship and networks with your customers. This is either the business to business relationship or business to customer relationship. You can also build your own community. You can build a private group, a page that you just interact. You see the private communities in Facebook where you find there is this private groups where you have to join. So you can build a private group where people of the same idea or the people who interested with your product or the services, those people who will give opinions, they will give you the way forward, you give them their services and all that. You will grow each other as you go. You can build that community and also you might find that it will also give a plus game on your marketing. So you can stay competitive and top of your game when you're using the social media. So with that, now you can say, how do you set a strategy that will make your social media interaction better? So what is a strategy? First of all, this is a way that this is a method or a plan where you can apply across all the social media platforms, and it includes the audience. You first have to interact, know who is your audience, whether you are using Twitter, whether you are using Facebook, whether you are using LinkedIn, who are your audience? And that way you'll be able to know if this is the type of audience I want, which platform can I use? So you have also goals. What do I want to sell? I am targeting this kind of audience. For example, I'm targeting young people who like to be in trendy fashions. Then my business goal is maybe, for example, to sell them or to promote my brand. There's different. Then what is your social platform? Can I reach them? The tone of voice I'm going to use. Remember, the tone of voice that you are going to use to these young people is not the same that maybe you may like to use on older people. And then you have to define your success, to determine your success, to know whether you are performing as according to the way you wanted or not. So let's go to the audience. So when you look at the audience, you just have to know who are your audience. Who are your audience? What the category of the audience do you target to interact with? What are they interested in? Yeah, what influences them, or what pushes them to buy these goods, or what pushes them to interact with you? For example, maybe you can say that what needs they have, so that maybe they can be pushed by the needs to be trendy, the need to wear fashionable clothes or all that. Then what are they usually doing online? When are they online? For example, if there's a working class, you can find that most of the time you find them online during the evening after their job. The others who may be in class on any time. The others you can find also if there's other businesses, if their target is other businesses, you can find them during the business hours of 8 to 5 or so. So you have to know when are they online so that you can utilize that moment to market your product, and then which social media do they use. That's why I was saying that you have to know your audience to know whether to use this type of social media or the other side, social media. Then you have to define your goal. You have to give a goal to your business. What do you want to do? When you are goal oriented, you become focused on what you are doing, and everything that you are doing on that strategy is be going to achieve that goal. The goal maybe can be, for example, giving a better customer service. You can have a goal of giving your brand awareness where you want your brand to be known by more people. You can also generate more sales. That's a goal, like you want to generate more sales from this site or get people to know to join your site. This way, you can also customize your strategies of whether you you use the pay per click or pay per buy purchase way of promoting your products. Then you have to pick a platform. This is where now you have to know that when you have known your audience, these are the type of people. I can give an example by my business, then the pens and designs. I know that my target is the young people from the age of 18 to that 5. Now, I have known that's my target. The target, what we have known the audience. So, what the business goal? Maybe, for example, I can say my business goal is to make more sales from online market, from the social media. Then I can choose which platform will work for me best. So, if you find that if you are my focus or my goal is to make more sales, I have to use a social media platform that will give me a chance or a integration where a person can purchase or contact me to purchase, or they can link me, I can link my website or my e-commerce platform to the page. That way I can maybe reach them and they can purchase through online. So for example, I can say this, I would like to use Facebook, where the Facebook gives all those chances to interact with the customers. And then after I now have chosen Facebook, I go to the tone of voice. What you post, your logo, the font of the color, yeah, the personality, what you post, is it fun? Is it just monotonous? You are interacting with these kind of people. What do they like to do? The pictures, are they communicate to them, or they are just a picture you pick and you apply? So you have to choose the tone, and the tone doesn't mean just the voice or the voice of the volumes or whatever. It means even what you are writing. What is it communicating? How are you engaging with these customers? Is it in a friendly way? Is it in a commanding way? Is it in an interactive way? Is it in a social way? So the tone of your voice determines a lot on how whether these people will continue scrolling your page or they just leave and look for another page. And the tone is very necessary to know the tone you are going to use to promote your products. And then you have to define the success. What does that success means to you? When you set a goal, for example, you say that you want to grow your sales online. So what is the success? The success is maybe your success you measure like my success is I posted these things or I used this page. I have gained this number of sales this year, which is this amount higher than. So you have to define your success. This way you'll be able to interact and to work better as you progress. So, guys, this is how you use your social media, and with this strategy, you can know that you can now focus and target your market. You make sure that your posts on social media, whatever interaction you are doing on social media, will reap you great benefits. So, as we say that, let me go and check which social media platform you use in your businesses, and I can see that people are keep commenting, guys, keep commenting, keep us interacted. Instagram, you can tell us Instagram, Facebook, which social media do you use, or which one do you use mostly? What sites do you like to visit even when you're not marketing your product? And that way can also give you a hint of how you benefit from the social media. So we look at some of the social medias you use. We just give you some. The first one we are going to look at is Twitter. So what Twitter is a good for quick conversation and PR. So you find that Twitter you can utilize many you can utilize the feeds of the Twitter to promote your business, where you can use the hashtags, you can follow people, you can comment on other people. So this is a really great site where you can build your PR. If you wanted your business to be maybe to be known by people and to interact by people by knowing you who you are, what you offer, then Twitter can be the best suited for you, where you create a professional looking profile, header and image and username. So the username and they are the one that will attract you, the header, the professional, the image, the profile picture, all that is the one that will guide you, and they will be interacting when you post that thing, when you post any post on Twitter, it will be seen through the professional profile, who is this, what is the name and all that. Then you can get noticed and join conversation by using relevant hashtag. If you open your Twitter page, you find that there are trading hashtags that are all every day they have a trading of any time. You see even the trading hashtags moving, there is a trading more, this is not trading, there's the hashtags. If you can use these hashtags and they are relevant to what you're offering, you can tap that to reach more people and you know about your brand. Then you can also ask questions and run polls using Twitter, and you can retweet, engage with content, any content from your customers, just to create a network with them. You can also utilize pinned tweets to display important messages and offers that you are offering as your business. Then you have Facebook. Facebook is one of the greatest used site, or the most used site in the world. Facebook is greater for helping customer find you and see what your business is all about. You find that over 2.5 billion people use Facebook monthly, and most of them you can find that if when those people are using the Facebook, they can get a link to your main website. So Facebook is a platform where you can link your main website, and people can just click the link and they'll be transferred to your website and see more products, more things. So the images, the size, and all that they can see more. So this is a better platform you can use. You can also add the opening hours and contact details. You can say maybe we are open. You see that on a page and they open a page or your page, people can see when are you open, currently open, when do you close, when do you operate at the operation hours, the contact details. They can give the number that they can call to action. They call the call to action button. They can message you directly. They can call you. They can also WhatsApp you. You can also have a call to action button, which is shop now, contact us, buy now, WhatsApp, message for any inquiries. So these are you see that Facebook gives all those platforms and those offers that can help you grow your business. So you can also use GIFs and videos to generate interest and shares. Remember, we say that the visuals, using visuals such as pictures for the adaptive videos and GIFs and emojis, it keeps the interesting your post interesting, and it's not monotonous just using plain text. This way on Facebook you can use all those. You can also use short clips, videos, and even some images that will help you promote your site, and you can keep customers interactive. You have another platform called Instagram. So Instagram is a great place to draw people's attention using visuals. So mostly you find that what happens in Instagram is sharing photos, videos, clips, and all that. So this is a place to share and give people the visuals of what you do, the pictures, maybe the threads, what you are doing. You can post maybe you someone using your product or services. Those videos you capture the attention of the customer, the potential customers, and you will be able to interact with them. You can also use the hashtags and influence. You can also follow influencers, brands, and people who you know that will help you grow your brand and make your brand more known. Then we have the professional social media or the professional and the more professional social media platform called the LinkedIn. So the LinkedIn mostly you find it's more of corporate than social, and you find that this is where people from with the same interest and professional interest they interact mostly. So LinkedIn is a great for recruitment, building a professional network or connection with other people from the same industry. So when you use LinkedIn, you can see that you can create a persona or a company page. You add your profile, then encourage your employees and other brand advocates to join and promote your business. You can make a company page search engine friendly and also generate interest by creating special showcase pages where you can share blogs, you can share photos, videos, and all that about your products. Then this way you find that you interact with the best thing, one of the benefit of LinkedIn is it's more professional, not just social. So you find that anybody visiting LinkedIn will be interested or professionally interested with what you're offering. So it will be much have a more connected interaction than any other social media. So up to that moment, I can pose for a question. You can ask any question here on the chat box and tell us what more you would like to elaborate more. What do you understand? Or also give us our feedback on how the training was. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't also forget to join us on social media platforms. So as we have said that this was just a 1 hour session where we were tuning just for 1 hour, and maybe some of us can like to learn more and also gain more skills from this. So you can access more materials, and also these materials that we have trained with you on Learn with Google. And that is where you can my moderator will share a link of the site where you can learn more. So you can, this is grow with google.intel.ssa. So when you enter there, you can register and learn more. We have up to I think 26 courses that you can learn from, and they will help you. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. That is, you through Twitter, you can follow us as digitalskills.af. Facebook, you can follow us at Digital Skills for Africa. Instagram, we are at Digital Skills SAF. So my moderator will share with you all these links, and don't forget to leave your feedback on the feedback form that you have given by my moderator. I can see that she has already shared all that. And also for certificates, participation for certificates, if you wish to gain a certificate from us to this session, kindly you can sign into the certificate form that was been shared by my moderator, and we will gain the certificates within the due course. You can also join us for the other sessions that will be coming on, and to know the sessions and the time and all that, you can hit the subscribe button where you now get notification of the upcoming sessions. So up to now, it has been great doing interacting with you today. Thank you for joining us and thank you for your time. Remember to keep safe, continue masking up, keep distance, wash your head, also sanitize, and let's together fight this corona. So thank you for the session and have a good afternoon.